Hi everyone, today we're going to discuss 10 tips to manage anxiety at work. I'm Toit. I help women overcome anxiety to achieve their life goals and most of all to be happy. I think the first thing that anxiety will do at work or your relationship with your work is that the quality of your work will definitely go down. The relationship with other co-workers will definitely suffer, and also the relationship with your supervisor. I think a survey done in America found that the most stressful things at work is deadlines, and the second one is terrible co-workers. And that is fairly normal, but we have to remember that we spend 8 hours a day at work, so it's quite important that we do what we're supposed to and achieve our deadlines. I think the thing you have to realize about work is that there is a grapevine. The grapevine is very effective. You have to make sure that you know how to play that grapevine, how to communicate on that grapevine, and also the communication that runs along the grapevine. And anxiety at work, you first have to do something to yourself. You have to sleep properly, you have to eat properly, and you have to exercise. I think if you're not doing any of those three, first start there and just get yourself in a bit of shape and maybe get a little better at exercise. It's so important. Firstly, know everybody's names. It's very important. Person's name is the most important thing to him, so learn people's names so that you can remember it and communicate with them, and by using their name. The Queen of England apparently, when she meets somebody new, she would repeat that person's name 3 times within the first sentence, and that's how she learns how to remember names. Personally, I'm also terrible with names, and I try and make an effort, but some of us are just not too good at it. When you have anxiety and you see you can't make the deadline, or your work is getting too much for you, ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking your supervisor, your manager, but ask. Unless you ask, nobody's going to know that there's actually a problem until it becomes a real problem or you're not meeting your deadline. So please communicate, ask. Avoid triangles. A triangle is you with somebody else discussing a third person. Stop it. Rather go talk to that person if you have a problem with him, but avoid these triangles. They're not beneficial to the company. It's just going to create all sorts of tension, and if somebody finds out that you were discussing them, trust me, they're not going to like it. Neither would you like it if somebody else discusses you behind their backs. Set honest deadlines. We can only do so much a day. I am an engineer, and I always said the only guy that you can't chase around was a welder, because once that guy flips that helmet down, you can't chase him. He can only do so much as what is in front of him allows him to do. The next one is to use neutral language. When you start talking to somebody, you can say, look, I think this and this and this and this, and we can do this and this, but always ask for the opinion of the other person. It will make him feel better. It might open up a new idea for you, and just get his idea. So use neutral language to incorporate other people. It's so important that you do that, because it will also build the relationship with the other person. The next one is to stay in contact. It's very important. If you haven't seen somebody for a while, maybe a week or something, just walk past his office, say, hey, how's it going? How's it with your kids? Very important just to keep all the communication going. It's very important that everybody works together. A company only has one aim, and that's to produce a product to sell to a customer. So make sure that you keep everything going and communicate well with others. Don't drag other people down. Really, if you do that, other people are going to drag you down. Try and stay positive. Everybody's there for a reason. We don't always have to work completely happily together and hug each other every day, but it's important that the team works together and actually do what they're there for. Like I said, you're there to produce a certain product or provide a certain service and get it done. Also, try and do some in-person communication. You know, it's very easy nowadays just to shoot an email off or send a SMS or WhatsApp or what. Get up, go talk to the person, especially if you think that there's something wrong. If you got an email and you get that sixth sense that something is actually not quite right here. It sounds like this person is actually not happy with me. So get up, go and walk, get a cup of coffee and go and talk to the person one-on-one. It's much better than just shooting an email off, because he can also, or she can perceive this email to be actually quite offensive. So please don't just shoot off emails. If you can, go and talk to somebody. Focus on the facts. I've seen it so many times in arguments at work that people get so emotional. They bring up things from the past that has actually nothing to do with the problem at hand. It almost sounds like a family husband and wife argument, but stick to the facts. I mean, you're there in a working environment, you're supposed to be professional. Facts is all that really matters in a business. Emotion, yeah, it's also important, but let's stick to the facts and get the problem solved. Remember, it's about getting the product and the service out to the customer. The last one, access to resources. If you have anxiety, there's many support groups now. You can go and see a therapist, you can come and see me. So yeah, access the resources that's available to you. We live in a time when we're actually flooded with resources, and yeah, it's available. Use it. I'm Toit. I help women overcome anxiety to achieve their life goals, and most of all, to be happy. If you think we can work together, hit that strategy call button in the banner above, and let's discuss the issue. Thank you.